Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Asha Krishna Gowda. Part 1 I have completed. This video is continuing with the part 2 of matter in our surrounding.
Matter is classified into three states: solid, liquid and gaseous. Everyone knows this. Let us move on to the first property, that is solid. Solid have definite shape and fixed volume. Everyone knows. And here space is present between the less space is present in solid, and force of attraction is more. Force of attraction is more in solid, and movement of the particle it is less, and less compressibility, and rate of diffusion also less when compared to the gaseous and liquid. So these are the properties of the solid. Next, liquid. So here particles are less tightly packed as compared to the solid. Liquids take the shape of the container in which we'll keep. Liquids are difficult to compress as particles. Liquids are fixed volume, but there is no fixed shape. The rate of diffusion in liquid is higher than that of the solid. Force of attraction between the particles is weaker than the solid. So example for liquid is water, milk, blood, coffee. All these are the example for the liquid. So basic things you have to remember. There is no shape for liquid. In whichever container we keep, that is the shape of the liquid. Next it is gaseous. Gaseous also no definite shape or fixed volume. Gaseous occupies all space. Everywhere gas is present, right? Everywhere gas is present. We are walking, but here and there gas is present. So space between particle is more, and attraction will be less, and movement of particle is more, and most we can compress easily. Rate of diffusion is more than in solid and liquid. The best example, if your mother is cooking in the kitchen, you will get the smell in the hall. So that is the best example for diffusion. Next, melting or fusion. Solid is heated, then it will convert into liquid, that is called melting. Melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. Next, latent heat of fusion. Latent heat of fusion means some amount of energy is required to convert 1 kg of solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure and its melting point. That is called latent heat of fusion. To convert this, some amount of energy is required, that is called latent heat. Boiling. When we boil the liquid, it will convert into vapor. It will convert into vapor at certain temperature, that is 100 degrees Celsius. Boiling is bulk phenomena. When a liquid boils, the bulk of the liquid change into vapor. Here also latent heat of vaporization is there. So some amount of energy is required to convert 1 kg of liquid into gaseous at atmospheric pressure. That is called latent heat of pressure. So remember, boiling means conversion of liquid to vapor. Change of state of matter or interconversion of matter. So the best example for this is ice. When we boil the ice, it will convert into liquid. Again, when we boil that liquid, it will convert into gaseous state. Again, that gaseous state cools, condensed, it will convert it into liquid. Again, that liquid cools, it will convert into solid. So solid to liquid, liquid to gaseous state to liquid, liquid to solid. So these are the interconversion of states. Sublimation. The process of conversion of solid to gaseous state without liquid state, that is called the sublimation. Best example here, solid camphor or ammonium chloride is heated, it changes into vapor. If the vapors are cooled, it changes into solid. Here ammonium chloride is heated, we are heating, so that is evaporating. The funnel is covered with a cotton. Again it becomes cool, and black residue it is forming on the corners of the funnel. So that is called solid. Effect of change of pressure. When pressure is applied on the gas, the particles come closure and gas change into liquid. We can liquefy gas by applying the pressure and reducing the temperature. Compressed solid carbon dioxide is called dry ice. If the pressure is reduced, it changes directly to gas without coming into the liquid state. So solid carbon dioxide is known as dry ice. Solid carbon dioxide is known as dry ice. So when we apply the pressure, reducing the temperature, gaseous state, we can convert into solid state. Best example, dry ice. Interconversion of the three states of matter. Solid is there, liquid is there, gaseous state. So solid when we boil, it will convert into liquid. Liquid when we boil, it will convert into gaseous. Again gaseous, it will convert into, through sublimation process, solid. Next, solid into gas, that is sublimation. The gas into liquid, condensation. Liquid to again solid, that is solidification. That is solidification. The process of conversion of liquid to solid state, that is called solidification. So this is interconversion of three states of matter. Evaporation. The process of conversion of liquid to vapor at any temperature below the boiling point. That is called evaporation. So evaporation is a surface phenomena. So factors which is depending on the evaporation: increase in the surface phenomena, increases the rate of temperature, increasing the temperature increases the evaporation, increase in humidity decreases the rate of evaporation, increases the wind speed increases the rate of evaporation. So these are the four factors which is depending on the evaporation. Next, how does evaporation causes cooling? A liquid evaporates, the particles of the liquid absorb heat from the surroundings and evaporate. So the best example, people will sprinkle the water on roof or open ground. Why? Because the water, it will absorb the surrounding heat and it will start evaporating. So that is the reason we'll sprinkle the water. Next, people will used to prefer to wear cotton cloth. Why? So cotton cloth, it will absorb the sweat from our body and keeps our body cool. That is the reason we'll prefer to wear cotton cloth in summer.
Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, share, comment and subscribe. I'll be coming with the new topics with new videos. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.